Welcome to another beginner series. This one we are going to focus on the Wingman building here. This building is actually very important, so we're going to focus a little bit of time on it. First of all, this building will unlock once your headquarters is level 8. So just like your resources, where they have, this little thing above them like that, you can click on. Here, this timer indicates in 10 hours and 43 minutes that I will get the ability to get a free Wingman, which will be good. So let's talk about what they actually are. So your Wingman is broken up into 4 groups: the Eagle, the Starlight, the Hornet, and the Intrepid. Each one of them has the ability to assist you with different things. So, for instance, you have food, unit production, march speed, unit load, gathering speed. So a lot of different things that you can assist in additional boosts in whatever you are looking at. So if you want more oil, if you wanted to produce troops faster, you could use a unit production speed. And the same thing goes in Starlight. There's all different ones that are in there as well. Hornet, all different ones in here as well. And Intrepid, being one of the harder ones to get. I don't have anything in there just yet, a small base, but you'll get stuff in there eventually. So they come in, see here. So they come in several colors. So here it says there are 5 qualities of Wingmen: white, green, blue, purple, and orange. I really think white more of a gray, but it says white. So orange being the best currently and white being the weakest. If we go back in and we look, as you can see, blue, green, it says white, I say gray. If we go to this one, you can see that I have a yellow in tank attack. There's a purple that I don't have in any one of these categories just yet. So with them comes the ability to upgrade the boost a lot faster. So each one of these you can click on and enhance and use other ones to help bring them to an upgrade point. So once you make the bar go all the way up to here, it will upgrade to a level 2 and its output will increase. And as you keep adding, it keeps increasing. If you go to select batch, you could do all of the white, all of the green, all of the blue, or you can take them away, individually click on them, and then you hit upgrade, and then it marks it up. This risk upgrade is something that you can use at any point, and you're basically gambling that it will take you all the way. So if I hit it now, it'll tell me, do I want to chance it, or it'll take it away? I want to chance it. And as you can see, it took it away. So usually way up here where you're in the high 90s is where I usually start messing with that. But again, you could very easily lose everything that you had. So it is a gamble. Be careful. So carrying on, another feature that is very wonderful on every single one of these is this lock feature. When you have picked one that you want to keep and that you want to use, and you don't want to by accidentally add it to the group of upgrades, you can hit the lock and now lock this one. And if we go to enhance, it will be nowhere in here to be up enhanced. So usually you do that for all the ones that you want to keep and you want to use. You could unlock them and use them later if you find one better. And it's going to ask you if you want to. You could say yes, takes the lock away. The other thing to understand is this red sash here in the corner. That's when it's in use. If you change it, it shows you which one you are using. So good ones that really have, research, construction speeds, and then each one of these is designated for a type of vehicle here. So this, so this one here will be helicopter. Here's helicopter attack. So anything helicopter attack, defense, health. Here will be tank. So tank, attack, health, and defense. And then this one here will be SUV. See if we see anything SUV in here real quick. SUV health. Same thing again. Health, defense, and attack. The Intrepid is kind of the grab all. So basically anything from any one of these could be in here as well. So depending on how you set things up, it's very imperative to understand that maybe when you're first starting out, you go whatever your primary attack is, whatever your defense is, and then whatever your secondary attack is, and then this one usually health. But as you get stronger, bigger, further along, you might have attack. Let's say if it was helicopter attack, tank defense would actually be health, and then this would be SUV attack, and then this one would be tank health. So it's double health for your defense. But again, those are one of those things that depending on your officers and how you set up your medals and all this other stuff, you could play with that a little bit. But that's kind of a common idea. So something you learn as you're playing along, figuring it out. Go back in here. So the other thing about Wingmen that are really good is that this here are sub-attributes. What's great about this is you could have helicopter attack, for instance. And in that, the sub-attributes, you could add in other things. So some people use it to make their attack stronger or something else better. But a lot of times, especially later on, you'll find that all of these will be filled with negatives, where you can take things away from your enemy as you're attacking, or as you attack their base, in a rally or solo. All this stuff will be negative, defense, negative attack, or this, that, and the other. So to get those, you go into enhance. So this is where you're going to bind everything together to make them stronger as a whole. Or this transform, and as they unlock, these are the cores that you'll use to basically cycle through options. And the same thing happens from white to orange of how good they are. So you'll be able to line these up with tons of attributes and basically make it so there's a lot of negatives against your enemy as you're attacking them. So yeah, this is very important to pay attention. I'll go back over here. So you'll find, actually, let me see something real quick here. It was boosts. So you'll find your boost, your combat boost in here. So for instance, tank, my Wingman is bringing in 1.2, so your commander could research, guild research, a lot of different things, but you'll see that the Wingmen will help in these areas. They'll make things a lot faster. They'll also help, with resources and things. So, curious here, I didn't see it showing up. Helicopter attack is active, that's why. So yeah, they're not active, but they'll add a Wingman in here if you were to assign one for energy or oil or anything like that. So they help out a lot of different ways. So if you're trying to grow or produce a lot of energy, oil, steel, food, things like that, cash even, you can use them to help make that more. You can also make it so that it helps your repairs faster, build troops faster, so they help out a lot. One thing that we'll get into briefly is when you're setting up for your commander, another quick way to look at your Wingman is through that. But as you do more and more research, you'll find that down here you'll have some options basically that you can have a setup for the officers here, or sorry, the commander, and then the officers here, and then also your Wingmen at like a quick grab, if you will. You have one set up for research, one set up for construction, one set up for attack, one for defense or building troops or something like that. And it'll change your Wingmen based on what you have them saved as. So that's a really good one. So for this building here, this is definitely a very, very, very important building that you need to pay attention to. There's many different ways to gain Wingmen. One of them is your missions. If you go through your missions, a lot of times these will give you crates for wingmen. These typically have wingmen in them, as well as many other events and things throughout the game will give them to you. So like I said, it's very important that you get a lot of them, because if you wanted to enhance this, you need wingmen to help advance the level. So basically try to acquire as much as possible and bring your levels up, and as your levels go up, it takes more. So it is a long battle to bring yourself up to a point of being at, like, say, 24. So that is your wingmen. I hope it helps you understand a little bit more about how they're valuable, how you attain them, and make the important ones more with more strength or boost or whatever it is helping. So I hope you enjoyed this series. Please, if you find it useful and helpful, please hit the thumb up and also subscribe, and I appreciate it. Thank you.